Well, and a surprise to no one, John Wick Chapter 4 first reactions are very good. Of course they are. Of course they are. This is probably my most anticipated film of this year. Absolutely everything from start to finish about these films tend to be utterly beautiful from a cinematography perspective. Most frames could be a poster, that's when you know you've got epic cinematography. It's something which always stands out to me, and John Wick is probably some of the best cinematography in the business, not just in terms of action movies, but in terms of just general films. They have utterly beautiful cinematography. The color palettes are always good, the set designs are always great. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this film, and it's so nice to see the first reactions are good. Apparently an epic runtime and stacked supporting cast, but it's all very, very positive, which again, won't be a surprise to anyone. This is is this news? It's still nice to go through, but is it news? I don't know, you tell me. But please, ladies and gents, hit subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and please do share it. YouTube is pushing shorts at this point in time, doesn't like long form content, which you'll see me pop up with a short every now and then. I know, kill me, I don't really want to do them, but hey, anyway, dive into this. This is just variety. They just highlight some of the, just some of the first reactions. So basically there was the London premiere last night, and there was social media action embargo lifted during the event. Now that's actually a really good sign, because we are a good couple of weeks out from the film, and they've already lifted the social media embargo. That's really positive. That's really positive. It genuinely is really, really positive. That's a good sign. They're happy for people to talk about it. It means they have confidence in this film. And you know what? They should have confidence. Lionsgate got an absolute win with the John Wick franchise. I bet you any other studio that passed on this is kicking themselves, because what a great franchise. So the fourth entry picks up following the end of John Wick Parabellum, which saw Keanu Reeves' infamous assassin take a tumble from atop the Continental Hotel after being betrayed by his confidant Winston. Of course, Wick Lives Chapter 4 finds the deadly pariah travelling the globe to free himself from the rule of the elusive cutthroat High Table, which we know it's not exactly a stretch. We've seen it in the trailers. There's no spoilers here. So the Critical Darling action series has drawn strong praise in its first round of reactions, especially for its deep bench of sparring partners. That includes Donnie Yen, Hiroyuki Sanada, which is I cannot wait to see Hiroyuki Sanada in action. Genuinely can't. Marco Zazor, Scott Adkins looks epic, playing a fat German guy. In fact, actually on Scott Adkins, he has his own YouTube channel, and he posted a video all about this, which you watch it, and he reveals that he's playing, it's almost like the German head of the High Table, right? Of like different sort of factions. And just great. You wouldn't recognize him. If you told me that, it's good. Really, really good effects makeup. Great stuff. So I can't wait to see him as well. This is a person that I'm actually quite looking forward to, is Rina Sawayama. I think this is actually, if I remember right, this is like a pop star turned actress, but in the trailer it looks really good, so I'm keen to see them in action. Another central topic of opinion is the film's runtime, which clocks in at basically 3 hours, so it's 2 hours and 49 minutes, 38 minutes longer than the previous entries. But you know what? I actually have a lot of confidence in the director and the writer that runtime is earned. A runtime needs to be earned. I think there doesn't tend to be anything in a John Wick movie that isn't required. If you cut it out, is the movie the same? There's very few things like that. So I think that will be earned. But anyway, Los Angeles Times critic Katie Walsh said, I really like John Wick 4. Amazing to remember the big franchise blockbusters can look like this. Good. They can look good, basically. Dan Lawson, you have my heart, my sword, my whatever. Didn't feel too long, and you can ignore the lore. Who cares? There is one thing that I hated because it's dumb. Ooh, interesting. Collider, Stephen Weintraub, said, John Wick Chapter 4 is effing awesome. Literally had to pick my jaw off the ground from some of the insane and inventive set pieces. You're not prepared for what Keanu does with the Dragon's Breath shotgun. Also, Donnie Yen brought his A-game. Can't wait to see it again. Courtney Howard said, brawny, bold and badass, John Wick 4 brilliantly balances vested stakes with an absolutely spectacular, high-octane thrill ride, a soaring, searing, scorching chapter in the saga, the wildest time you'll have at the movies this year. Pure adrenaline rush. John Wick's supporting cast is stacked with titans. Donnie Yen as sharp and swift as ever. Hiroyuki Sanada, amazing. Marco Zaror, an unrelenting beast. Scott Adkins does deep character work. That I'm looking forward to him. I really am. The way Rina Sawayama doesn't break eye contact, tossing off her kimono, gave me goosebumps. Saucy. No, that sounds good. This is Rina. I am keen to see what they do. I'm genuinely keen because it's sort of their first turn, really. And this is Scott Adkins. Look at him. Amazing. And then we had Eric Eisenberg said, I had reservations about John Wick Chapter 4's nearly 3-hour runtime. Why? But the movie earns it. It's an epic with smart pacing that never lets the action feel exhausting, and the set pieces are phenomenal. Great cast of series newcomers, but Donnie Yen is the MVP. Ian Sandwell said John Wick Chapter 4 is absolutely huge. Yes, it's long, but it's outrageously good set pieces more than make up for it. A slick, brutal, and stylish action epic that sees Keanu Reeves push himself further than before, and with moments that'll have fans talking. Exciting stuff. Eamon Jacob. So, John Wick Chapter 4, the exhilarating action is perfectly executed, but the story was dumb. Then again, we're all here to watch Keanu Reeves kick ass, and he does it so bloody well. Fans will love one riotous scene in particular, hint Dragon's Breath Shotgun. It's interesting that he says the story's dumb. I mean, each of these movies is basically the same thing, him trying to free himself from the high table. So I don't really, yeah, I'm a bit surprised. I mean, if you think this one's dumb, surely the other ones are dumb as well, no? I don't understand why you would think one is dumb but not the others. But anyway, unfortunately, I really felt that runtime drag, and it all got very messy by the finale, but it's an utter treat for action fans. P.S. Rina Sawayama deserves her own spin-off. She kills it, as does Donnie Yen, because of course he does. Which, yeah, I mean, Donnie Yen's always good, but Hiroyuki Sanada, I want to see him. Can't wait. So it's good to see Rina getting praise. I'm excited for that. Liz Shannon Miller, John Wick 4's 3-hour runtime makes so much sense when you're going that hard. The third act alone, just glorious. Epic. Therese Laxon, John Wick 4 is an action-packed bloody kill fest, and that's what makes it good. Yeah, exactly. You understand. This is someone that understands the property. It's just action. I normally don't love so much action in my movies, but Stileski makes every frame count. Yes, it's ridiculous. Yes, it's video game logic. Yes, it's extra as hell. Yes, I'll be watching again. Again, that's the whole point of it. These are like throwback movies, you know? Just glorious action after action. And again, look at these frames. Every frame here, every shot could be a poster. John Wick 4 is the best movie I've seen in ages. It's like a Greek epic that's, yes, full of unparalleled action and guns. And the set pieces are phenomenal. But it's also about relationships and love. What a breathtaking, heart-trending, interesting story. I can't wait to see it again. Honestly, the praise just keeps coming. And you know what? Again, this is one of those films that you look at because people always go, oh, praise. And I'm one of these people. I'm like, oh, yeah, maybe not. But no, I can believe this. I can believe this. J. Kim Murphy says, I thought, damn, he ain't going to be in John Wick 5 so many times during John Wick 4, but especially during the 40-plus minute mad dash home stretch. Total blast. Wears its length well. So again, commentary on the length runtime being fine. John Wick 4 is a bloody good time. Great action and fight sequences. Donnie Yen is an incredible addition to the franchise. He's a highlight of the film. Lots of surprises in this one that's going to deliver a divisive ending. See this one on IMAX. I'm so excited for this film. Eric Weber says, one of the greatest action movies ever made. John Wick 4 tops all three of its predecessors in storytelling, scope, and stakes. Countless astonishing set pieces. Hard to fathom it's all contained within one film. This is the first one that's commented on Bill Skarsgård. Bill Skarsgård slays a hellaciously thrilling franchise finish. That's the first time anyone has commented on Bill Skarsgård. I'm really excited. I think in the trailers, he looks slick. And I'm excited to see what he does as well. I watched John Wick 4 in IMAX, and I highly recommend you do the same. The body count is more than the previous 3 installments combined. That's amazing. Keanu Reeves as John Wick once again does not hold back and is a force to be reckoned with. The film takes you around the world Yeah, and back again. Anyway, I'm so excited for this. I genuinely cannot wait. How epic does this look and does it sound? And again, I know loads of people go, oh, you know, high praise, blah, blah, blah. But I can believe it with John Wick. I can. Can you? I can. Saying that the story's dumb, though, is an interesting one because they're basically all the same. They're just done and they just execute themselves in different ways. Or, oh, he reaches that high table, then there's another one, and blah, blah, blah. I love the John Wick world. It's epic. I can't wait. And I really want them to cross over with Nobody. Because that's always good as well. But anyway, let me know what you think down below. Are you excited for this film? I think this is all positive. I mean, it is literally all positive. But I'm excited for it and I can believe it. So I leave all my cynicism at the door. John Wick, Chapter 4, you've got my money.